Have you ever passed a kidney stone before?
No, old man, I haven't.
So,
Nah, because I feel like it's like therapy or something.
it is. We got a whole new set. No, I am. I'm not gonna leave it up here. I was because it does look really silly. I feel like a doctor up here. I don't know why.
Real therapy session.
Yeah. So, tell me, son,
What brings you in today?
yeah, what's going on with you?
When I was 12.
They did hit me in my face. They didn't mean to. What up, y'all? It's your boy Miles. Of course, the best dressed podcast host of all time. Here with a fifth of something, and of course, next to me is today.
Every day, Shamila.
Every day. So yeah, so we and as a matter of fact, we have here with us today, Mr. KG. You know, so we know what I want to do, man. I'm just gonna dive right on in, and I'm just want to go ahead on and ask you all about you. Let's get all that out the way before we just start having some crazy shit happen. All right. But that's what's gonna happen in about 30
Where do we
seconds.
start?
Yeah, he crazy.
No, so tell us who you are, man, and what you doing sitting on this red sofa. As a matter of fact, before we do that, real quick,
Okay.
we are here in our new house. As a matter of fact, at Ruffalo Entertainment
this.
Plus TV Studios today. We are recording the first episode ever
At the Rough Studio.
at the studio.
Rough Flow.
At the,
Can you say it right? See?
who you can?
I said Rough Studio.
Oh, you know what? Be quiet. Anyway. No, so yeah, so
Studio
welcome
Flow.
again, man.
Appreciate it.
So
Thank
so
you for
go
having
ahead.
me.
Let's go. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Man, my name is KG Graham, father, entrepreneur. I'm Panamanian. For people that don't know, that's people in Central America. There's a country called Panama. You might have heard of the Panama Canal. So man, where do I start? So I got my start working as an intern at Universal Music when I was in college.
Okay.
Through there, I met this lady named Jen River City. She worked at Ozone Magazine, which was a hip hop magazine based out
I remember that magazine.
Yeah, remember? Okay.
Yeah.
So I switched over, started working at Ozone, and that's really when I realized, okay, this magazine thing is something serious. I want to do this. So I was working under Pookie, under Urban South here in Dallas. I was going to all these events, taking pictures, passing out magazines, meeting artists. You know how it goes, shaking hands, kissing babies, all that good stuff.
Oh, so sweet.
He's kissing babies.
You better stop kissing them babies before you go to jail.
Can't do that no more.
You know we can't do that. Not us.
Nowadays, you can't kiss nobody, baby.
For real. And then there was this, and then I met Trey the Truth, and I went on tour with Trey the Truth. And throughout going on tour with Trey the Truth, I wanted to interview him, and I did interview him. But the magazine, they didn't feature it. So, I ain't gonna lie, I take a little personal. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing, because that way, I won't be, have to worry about somebody else approving or disapproving my work.
Right.
So I ended up going to Afghanistan. It was super random as a contractor, engineer contractor for 2 years.
Okay, I was about to say, 'cause that's not like some place you just random say, you know what, I'm packing my bags up and
I'm gonna go on vacation.
yeah.
Story behind that. But I went over there for 2 years. I saved up $50K, and I used that to come back and start CoSign. Right. And I've been doing CoSign for over a decade.
I'm just gonna pull. I'm just gonna put it up here. I'm just gonna put it up here.
We gotta warm them up first.
I know it. I'm not. I'm just
I don't ever watch the show.
I'm just putting it up here. I'm just
a little foreplay. So
I'm a little normal.
I don't. I just go straight on in.
You're like, so let me ask you a question.
Yeah. When you hear me say, let me ask you a question,
like,
then you know some shit's about to pop off real crazy.
Go die.
I just tell them, just ask me the question.
Did you know the song "Cousins" by Kanye West? Have you heard that song yet? Has anybody heard that song?
Something about it today.
I haven't, but I just seen something on Twitter. If that's what you lose.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. So he said that he slept with his cousin, his male cousin, when they were kids.
I think he said he performed fellatio on his.
Oh, he did
God.
that. Why would you do that? Why?
Why would you
Like,
say
Why would you say it?
Yeah, well, I mean,
First, why would you do it? And then why would you say it?
yeah, but why would you say that?
I don't know what he's
a lot
going
of
through
kids
right
I'm
now.
wondering if it's
Right,
true though. Do you think it's real or is he just trying to
I don't know. You never
stir
know.
some shit up? But if
never
you
know
do,
what
why
Kanye
would you
was.
stir some shit up like
It could
that?
be somebody else's story, honestly. Who knows?
I don't know. Kanye been on some other stuff lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like Kanye. I mean, I think
do too.
Kanye is one of the people that I'll fuck with forever. You know what I mean? So I like Kanye.
I like the old Kanye.
The old Kanye. I like the old Kanye too. When do you think he went left? When his mom passed away?
I mean, that was the beginning of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
like,
the beginning
and then it
of
started
it.
spiraling.
Because he
And
wasn't
got
always like this.
divorced and all that other
There's
stuff.
some stuff you got to keep to yourself, man. Like, you can't
Well, he-
disrespect everybody publicly and then just be out here.
Yeah, and everybody know what cousin is because it's his cousin in jail. Like,
Well, maybe
we
he
know
got
which
more
one you
than
talking
one
about.
cousin in jail.
I don't know.
He might.
He's
Well,
really specific.
they over there wondering which one it is. Then
Do you know why this pen has a hole in the top? This pen cap.
no, why?
idea.
Because you know,
Only
for
you
some
know.
reason, people used to swallow these things a lot, and so they had to put a hole in the top of it so that whenever they did swallow it, they would still be able to breathe.
I see that.
Why were people putting this in their mouth so much?
Because, I don't know,
Because people
gotta have
fidgety.
the,
Yeah, people fidget a lot.
What? I mean,
And then the
but it
dry
normally
too.
goes this way. It never goes that
Yeah,
way.
but
Like why?
everybody-
What?
Well, especially like your kids too. Like if you're playing around.
I can't hear you on the mic.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
So especially like
I'm like, huh?
when kids are like having it in their mouth or whatever, that's probably the main ones that was choking on it.
I doubt that they just put that in there for
Okay.
kids. I think that was for a
Well,
whole
for
bunch of-
everyone. I mean, if someone's fiddling and they accidentally push it up and it can go in their mouth.
Show me.
No, you do it. That's your pen. It's all nasty and dirty. You got your hands all on it.
It's okay. It's
No,
okay.
so this reminded me of what we were talking about earlier. I seen this thing where this lady was in the store. She was in one of those little motor wheelchair thingies.
Yeah.
Is my
Yeah.
thing on? Oh. And some guy asked her, like, I think he was asking her, like, where's the Tylenol? Some, like, older Indian guy. And she had her 2 kids with her, and her son almost fell, so he helped the son up and then kept walking. So this is all on video. She tried to
ran
say
over?
that, no. She tried to say that he was trying to take her son, like they were tugging. But in the video, you can clearly see that he wasn't, but he's been in jail for a month.
What?
Even though he's on video, not doing anything to that lady. Went, got his Tylenol, came back and showed her, then left.
And he's still in jail.
hmm
What would you do if you found out that Jesus was in a wheelchair from hanging on the cross?
Well, he died after, didn't he?
Oh, he came back alive.
What's
like when he
that got to
came
do
back
with my
alive.
story?
Nothing. You don't have shit
He
to do
didn't
with
like
this,
my
sir.
story. That's why he said
I
that.
just was just asking because you said that
Well,
lady was in a
why would
wheelchair.
I do something? How many years ago was that?
I'm just saying.
Why
What would
does
you
it
do
matter?
whenever you died and you went to heaven and he wheeled in like this?
I'd be like, what's up,
You in there
Jesus?
popping
Like,
with
what's up, Jesus?
You
Can I
think?
get a ride?
Hey, ooh, Jesus, I'm sure tired. Let me sit in your lap.
First
Take
of
me
all,
for a ride.
don't go to heaven and be in a wheelchair.
Why?
Because I better be able to walk when I get there.
So you think all the people that?
Probably. I think so.
So all the people when they get to heaven, they get to walk?
Probably. Rolling around in heaven?
I don't know. Like I'd asked
Anyway.
before. What do you think? Do you think heaven is clean or dirty?
I mean, I think it's clean. It's all white, I believe.
He
Well,
think
what-
heaven got roaches. That's why.
Yeah, well, where all the
It's
dead
all right.
roaches and all that shit go? Whenever we kill roaches and rats and all that, where do they? Do they don't go to heaven?
I don't-
They go to hell. They just bad.
I don't even think they in the
That's
same
wrong.
area as us.
What you mean? So they got a roach part of heaven? Is that
Yeah,
like
that
like the
probably
ghetto
so.
part of
For
heaven?
sure.
There's different realms. They have their own little
sure.
thing going on.
No, yeah,
Probably
I'm
a little
crazy.
roach heaven.
You can't. Yeah.
The roach
That's-
heaven.
Little
if
roach
we going
purgatory, so.
somewhere roaches is there, that's probably hell.
Why?
True.
You want to live with roaches?
No.
Okay, so that's hell.
So who'd you rather? Would you rather
Nah,
live with
no.
roaches or you know what? I'll ask you.
You gonna ask that
KG.
same question?
No, I'm not.
Roaches or
Would you rather live with roaches or your mate pee in the bed
That is the
every
same
night?
question I said you was gonna ask.
Oh, I thought
Anyway.
you were talking about another one.
No.
when you say live with roaches, like
Yeah, like
Like
you
they
got
live in your-
roaches.
like
They
they live in
everywhere
your
you go.
house.
Like you would have roaches with you right now.
oh
Like
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
came here, they would be coming out of your pocket.
Yeah, they with you.
yeah, nah, she could pee in the bed.
Get her some diapers.
Yeah, she be alright. Yeah, she could pee in the bed. I'm cool with that.
Peeing in the bed. You know how heavy that mattress would be, dog?
It's fine.
And it would stink. Have you ever smelled pee?
you
Just-
think the pee is just gonna sit in there? Why am I even?
You gotta.
I don't
He
even like
gonna
this
clean the
question.
pee every
I
day.
prefer that than the roaches.
Really? I mean, I would too. I mean, 'cause you
So
just
then
put her
why
on
you
the
ask
floor.
him about the question? You don't want to ask him the question.
I just would you rather them. I didn't.
Yeah,
That was
But then
it.
you, what? Would you?
yeah, I'm ready. Yeah,
He
give me
said
that.
he want.
Wash it every day. Make
he
it make
said
it part
he'll
of my
buy her
daily
some
routine.
diapers.
Yeah, you say every day. Yeah, well, Shamila said that her man would wear diapers. She would just put him in.
Okay.
They do have adult diapers.
Yeah.
A catheter.
Yeah. Ooh.
That works.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that. Why is a touchdown worth 6 points?
I don't know.
That's, yeah,
What does it have to do? We was just talking about.
You know, anything I ask has nothing to do with anything. I just want to know why is it worth 6 points, and then you get you run it again, and it's worth a couple more points.
I don't know anything about football, really.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next question.
I'm probably the worst person to talk about football.
Have you seen Magazine Dreams?
I have not. What's that?
So that's that new movie with Jonathan Majors. So basically, he's a bodybuilder. He's been trying to get in this magazine. And
It came out already?
yeah, I think so. Well, it's like in selected places.
Damn,
Because you know how they did him.
They did him dirty.
Yeah, and it was actually hard to get that
theaters.
movie out.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's unfair.
I saw the previews. Previews look good.
I heard it was good, but I think that's unfair.
KG was
though.
telling us about Sinners earlier.
Yeah, that was
Have
good
you seen
too.
that one?
Never heard of
That's-
it. Oh, Sinners. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that was good. I want to go
Yeah.
see that.
He said it was good.
I saw someone on Twitter today. It was like, man, Jonathan Majors should have been in Sinners, because then he could have wore his own clothes to.
Right. He do be dressing like
I
an
was
old
sick.
slave. He
Well,
do be-
let me ask you this question. So, if you're leaving from here from Rough Flow Studios,
Okay.
all right, and you get to this elevator,
Okay.
and that elevator opens up, and there's a kid standing there,
Yeah.
would you get on that elevator with that kid
By himself?
by itself?
How old is he?
Little bitty, about 4, 5, I don't know.
4-year-old boy,
Girl, don't matter.
boy, or girl. Ethnicity?
White.
I'm not getting on that. No.
So
I
if it's a
seen
white
that
girl, you're not gonna get on it.
By herself?
Yeah.
No.
What if it's a black boy? Would you get on it with a black boy?
No.
Would
Where
you?
you
So
going
no
on?
kids.
No kid. I'm like, hey, where your parents at?
I ain't gonna say nothing to that kid.
I seen the
I'ma let
episode
that
on Blackish
elevator-
like that.
We're letting
Yeah.
out.
So you know the song that Usher sings? It's 7 o'clock on the dot.
I'm in my drop top.
Cruising the street.
Is it cruising the street?
Oh.
Cause he
Wasn't there a
said
debate about that?
he recently said that it was something else. He said, "Who's in the street?"
7 o'clock on the dot.
But that is cruising the street sounds better. I think that's
Cruising
why
the
we were
streets.
singing it. That
Well, I mean, a lot of shit that I say on songs sound better whenever I
It
put words
probably-
in
it
there,
probably
and I know it
don't.
ain't right. But he said that it was that who's in the street, not cruising the street. Because I always thought it was cruising the street.
well,
I
you
got
know what?
her.
That makes
Then he
sense
said,
too.
I got her.
Real pretty, pretty little thing. That so why he worried about
I
who's in the
know,
streets?
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's what he said.
He
He
should be cruising the street.
well, he should be.
For real.
But he said it's who's in the street.
I think Usher a liar, so I don't know.
He said he don't change. He didn't change the lyrics on his own song, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, no, man, you wrong. You
Yeah,
wrong.
you know these entertainers, they got to keep attention on them. So,
Yeah. What would be your last meal?
I don't know.
like, I'm about to die.
Yeah, this is it.
I'm gonna be like strategic. So I'm thinking paella,
Paella.
because it's a huge.
Oh, so you like I'm be
you
eating
want-
forever.
it's like a
Yeah,
different
it's a
variety.
huge, like, it's like a bowl bigger than this
Right.
that they gotta make it in.
And then you just go sit there and eat that.
Yeah, shit. my
That-
last
in
meal.
it?
Yeah.
It's rice, seafood.
Oh,
Is
that
Is
shit
that
was
like a
delicious too.
Panamanian thing?
Paella is more like a Caribbean thing.
I feel like I heard of that. Maybe
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Chef Kev from Pangea, he used to make it too.
From Pangea.
Yeah,
Pangea, isn't that when Earth was all one cluster?
could be. I'm talking about the restaurant, so I'm not sure.
Oh, it's a restaurant. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I see what you
Pangea that's what Pangea means. It's when all the continents were connected. That was called Pangea.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be paella for sure.
That's
Something
it.
that's
I
gonna
know.
at least give me another.
Another couple of hours.
Couple
extra
hours, yeah.
extra few hours. What would be
Oh,
your
you think
last
that's
meal?
gonna,
It's gonna-
like slow down your time that you
Hell
die?
yeah.
Right.
In that case, give me everything. No,
Right. I want this. I want
Yeah.
178 fish. I want a real big piece of fish.
Nah, for
Like,
sure.
y'all, it's gonna take me about 10 years to eat this.
Yeah, facts. I'll come back in 2035.
2035. I'm
So,
still
are
good.
you were you born in Panama?
I was born in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Brooklyn's in the house.
Yeah, so both my parents born and raised in Panama. They moved to Brooklyn when they were like 25.
Mm.
Had my sister and me, and then my dad got a citizenship, and then he joined the army. That's what brought us to Texas.
Oh, okay. I was
What part of
gotcha.
what part were y'all in? Clean.
Yeah, clean.
Yeah.
Full hood.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Oh, clean.
Okay.
Clean is bumping right now, from what I'm hearing. Like
Oh.
like entertainment wise. So, do you think that if someone hurts you, like hurts your feelings or anything like that, do you think that it would be okay that you just do whatever you want to do to them if you want to and get away with it? Like if somebody hurts you in some kind of way, you should be able to do whatever you want to do to that person period.
No,
Do you feel that way?
depends on what you want to do.
Whatever I want.
Depends how much they hurt me, and then depends on how close we are. Like if my chick hurts me, she got to feel it.
Yeah, should you like murder?
Nah, I ain't gonna murder her.
But if you could,
You
But
know
if
what? He's
you
trying to get you caught
could
up. Nah.
get away with it.
Nah, my mind already be playing tricks on me, so I couldn't kill nobody.
You could. I couldn't either. I mean, I wouldn't be able to.
Only if I have to like.
I mean, if I had to,
to protect
yeah,
myself.
if I had to
I mean,
protect
for sure,
myself,
something like that. But I mean,
yeah, no,
just
just
like,
like
I'm mad.
Like if we just sitting up in here and I'd be like, you know what? And
I
wouldn't
wonder
do
what
that.
brings people to that point.
Crazy.
It's just
isn't it?
like
I think
it
it's
just be so
just
quick.
mental
It just
stuff.
be like they get into an
temporary
argument and it's
Yeah.
just I'm gonna shoot you. Like you're gonna kill that person.
Yeah.
That's weird.
How many miles do you think you can go? How far? How many miles do you think you can go in an hour?
Driving or
Like
running?
walking.
Right,
driving?
walking, running. We'll say running. How many miles do you think you can run in an hour?
See, well, I
Without
run
stopping?
I run about 9-minute mile.
So
Times that by what's that? 6.
9-minute mile. So you run about 9 miles per hour. That's pretty quick.
No, I run.
That's-
It's like 6 miles.
Well, if you running a mile a minute, I mean not a mile a minute.
9
Mile-
9 miles a minute.
9 miles
She was
per.
about to say
No.
wrong there.
1
What?
mile.
That's what I'm saying. You
Nine-
quick as a
Yeah,
mile.
9 minutes a mile.
Yeah, so about 6. I can do about 6.
So you think you can run about 6 miles per hour? That's about how fast you think you can run.
About 6.
How fast you
I'll
think
see
you can
that.
run? You think you can run about 6 miles per hour?
Probably about 15.
Shit. that's real
Hey,
fast.
Tor.
You be running. You like this. Damn, she going quick because the average
No,
person
that's
can
right.
run 9 to 10 miles per hour.
So I'll say that's about
Like
me.
the average.
I'll say
person.
I'm about like 11 then.
See, I
I'm
can't
not,
run
I'm not
that
average.
fast. Ain't no way in hell.
Well, those two different things.
Hmm.
I could run 6 miles in an hour, but I could probably run faster for a shorter period of time. Like I could probably hit 9 miles per hour,
You think so?
but I'm not gonna be at that
Well, I'm talking about if
Steady
you
pace.
had that steady speed.
for an hour.
Yeah.
Man, who's running 9 miles per hour for an hour?
I mean, nobody. But if you did, what would it be?
What is walking?
yeah,
Why
exactly.
you
Walking.
guys
How
over
many?
here calculating?
How many do you think you can walk in an hour?
I don't know.
You don't know how many miles you think you can walk in an hour? What about you, Jerry?
Probably 4.
In an hour? That still seems like that's fast. See, I think I could run 4 or 5 miles per
You
hour.
can.
No, I
Wait,
know
what?
I can run 4 or 5 miles per hour now,
Yeah.
but I mean I used to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
I used to run about 15 miles per hour.
You trying to be like me?
I
Oh,
would.
like you trying to dress like me?
Okay.
Trying to be like me?
What do you think rock and roll music would smell like?
It'll smell like smoke,
Smoke?
dog.
Damn. Why dog?
I don't know. No, like,
Like, I
smoke,
think it-
smoke, alcohol, like stale alcohol though, not like fresh. Like there's been somebody drank last
Like
night.
last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of cologne, like a little bit, like a little
Like Axe body spray or some shit like that?
something like that.
What you think rock and roll
And for
music
some
would
reason,
smell like?
hair grease. I don't know. Why.
Hair grease?
Yeah,
I don't think it would smell like hair grease.
like a little bit.
I'm gonna say cigarettes and sweat.
And sweat.
Oh, that too. I forgot.
Sweat
Cigarettes. Coke, maybe.
and
Coca-Cola or
Ooh.
cocaine?
and stale beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stale beer. Yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever thought about that anyway? Like how something would smell that you can't really smell it?
Yeah, I do that all the time. That's why, like, I'll listen to a song and I'm like, I bet that song smell like roses, or I bet that song smell like shit. Like, what would mumble rap smell like? I think it would smell like a lot of breath, just like breath.
Yeah, like,
Like
weed
weed.
and stuff.
Weed. Yeah. Well, I think reggae music would smell like weed. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. There's nothing. Maybe incense.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
weed in incense. Yeah.
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 Jamaican music.
Yeah.
That's what it would smell like. And
Oh,
coconut oil.
yeah.
What would church music smell like?
Pine Sol.
We'll say, what is it, White Diamond? I'm just kidding.
Right. Old women. Old ass ladies smell
My
like.
grandma used to love her some White Diamond.
Yeah, I don't know. I was always wondering that. You know, like what would stuff smell like? Like, I also want to know, like, why is drugs illegal? Like, why is selling drugs illegal?
because the government can't tax it.
But what if they can tax? They started taxing alcohol.
That's trying to figure out how to.
Well,
You
they
think
can't.
they
That's why it became illegal. Legal in some places.
What
Weed? Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily talking about weed. I'm talking about everything.
Oh, drug. Oh,
they
yeah.
They can't regulate it and they can't tax it until they.
I'm telling you where it's legal. Oh, go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
I would say if they could. Shit, they would.
You think they would? I don't see why they can't. I feel
It
they
is
can.
the pharmaceutical company.
Right, exactly. That's one way.
Because
so
they'll be able to.
legal.
They're making money off of it. They'll be able to tax it. Like if
Well,
you
they'll
have
make
someone
money off of it.
that's selling weed and stuff, they're not gonna be like you can't tax them.
If
you
they
put them in
turn that-
jail and make money that way.
If they turn that into a business, these people would be okay.
Yeah, but they have to figure out how they're gonna do that.
They also got to figure out like imagine going to the store like, can I get some heroin?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, let me get that one.
it's also like, man, they got to do a lot more testing to figure out how can people not abuse it. Like liquor, they know you're only supposed to consume this amount until, so they have to do that all the drugs. Like how much cocaine could the average person consume before
It's too much.
it's too much? So,
Because imagine you getting it at a grocery store or like a liquor store, and there's gonna be more theft for people who can't afford it.
The cocaine?
Yeah, for people who
I
can't
don't
afford it.
think. I think if it's more, if it's
like,
readily available, I don't think
For
it'll.
people
I think
who
it'll lower
can't, for
crime.
people who can't get it, you
I
know,
think
they
it'll
do
lower
other
the
things to
crime.
get, huh?
I
think it would lower
drugs
crime,
cool though
though.
because you can't get it. Like if you get drugs everywhere, I don't think it'd be as.
People wouldn't want it.
Yeah, I
But
think that's
imagine
part of
people
it.
break
Right,
into.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I
imagine
don't.
people
I think it would
breaking
lower
into-
crime and shit if they just
I don't think so.
legalize it. They got. It's the same
well,
with
yeah, for
alcohol.
the people that's in jail, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I feel like it'll equal out because I feel like people would like still break in.
See, I don't. They're not doing that in liquor stores. They ain't breaking shit. And alcohol is one of the most easy, that's
That's
most
different.
How?
Also because they got different grades of alcohol. Like shit, you give me $4-5, I can get MD 2020 and get lit.
Toe
Yeah.
up.
You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
some Erkin Jerk,
Right.
J Parmesan.
Right.
So that do the same thing with drugs. They had to be like different.
Different
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
and I think they could do that. I mean, I think they need to legalize all drugs.
That's why they
legalize drugs. I
That's
don't
why
know
like
why.
you
Nah,
see people
I
in the
don't condone
neighborhood
that.
drink 40s. Like it's cheap
Yeah.
and it gets you there. So if there's some cheap drugs like that,
I think it'll be easy. I think crime will go down. but that's just what I think. Do you drink?
I do.
You do it every once in a while. See, I'm not a drinker. I remember I tried beer.
I'm a social drinker.
Oh, okay. I remember trying beer when I was younger, and I got sick off of it, and it was so bad. And so I'm like, why do people like this stuff? It all tastes the same. It's nasty.
No, all alcohol is nasty. Like I said, I'm a social drinker because sometimes I'm like in my head,
Being
or my,
social.
yeah, or my social battery is low,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
you
all right,
know,
let me get a
people-
little bit of liquid courage in me, and that'll make me talk a little more. So that's what liquor does for me. But then also liquor can turn you into
Food.
a fool.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's what
No,
crime
no.
happens. So it wouldn't bring
Yeah.
crime down just because you can purchase it.
But it's still alcohol.
No.
Nah, I think it. Let me ask you this though. So New Jack City, you know the ending of New Jack City, whenever he killed when Nino Brown killed G Money.
Yeah.
So do you think he was killing him because he was mad, or what do you think he was really actually doing?
Didn't he steal from him? He was stealing drugs or money or what was it?
Oh, that was the other one, I think, right?
Well, no,
The
he
other
did
guy?
start doing drugs, but I only saw him hit the crack pipe once or twice. So he wasn't
think.
addicted to it yet.
But he
He did steal it out of his
I
pocket.
don't-
And he was like,
stealing something. I feel like he did something.
so you think that's why he killed him, though?
Yeah.
What you think? You think he killed him because of
From
that?
what I remember, I don't know. It kind of seemed like because he knew he was getting caught up, that it's like to kill him to kind of get him out the way so he won't snitch on him. I don't know.
See, I thought he was killing him because he loved him, because he didn't want him to go to jail. You know, he was like, I love you to death. You my man. I want you to be able to.
Nah, remember he vouched for
Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Right.
And when Ice-T ended up being
Oh.
a
The
cop,
cop.
yeah.
So you
that's
think?
why he killed
So
him.
you think
Okay.
that was the real reason because
Yeah,
Ice.
because he messed up.
Yeah.
He's on that crack pipe, messed up. Yeah, he messed up the organization.
Man, crack is whack.
Well, you want him to legalize it, so.
Well, I mean, they can legalize it.
whack.
I mean, I'm not going to do crack. Crack
Yeah,
is
ain't
But
dumb.
you whack for wanting him to.
Why? Because I'm not gonna do it anyway. So listen. So like shapes of letters. Why don't letters shape the way they shape?
But we gonna talk to the person who made that up. Is he here?
I don't know.
We don't know.
You know.
Was it hard starting a magazine?
Yeah. Let's go because I'm just asking some random.
Because we
ass-
believe that.
Nah, I mean, honestly, everything is easy to start. Like these days, like once you know the blueprint, it's easy. So like the first thing I did. I ain't gonna lie, I went to Atlanta because I had a friend who was a photographer, videographer, and a graphic designer. So that was I only needed myself and him to start the magazine. So I did all the interviews. I wrote them up, edited. He took the photos. He did the layout, and then I just Googled places that could print magazines. I mean, it was expensive as hell because I only print like 100, but yes, I mean, you can start anything these days.
What about getting like advertisement and stuff like that?
I mean, at first it's hard because people are like, what am I paying for? Like, you know, what I'm saying, who's the audience? So at first it's hard. So of course, with a magazine, that whole first month, you pretty much in the red, unless you already have a name of like of being somebody who knows a lot of people, and you can like, hey, I can get you in front of these type of people. Then yeah. But the first year was all in the red. I maxed out my credit card. First year trying to get that thing going.
Magazines, it's a lot. They're fun, but it is a lot of work. We started a magazine a while back.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, because I was thinking about starting a magazine for my company.
But a digital magazine, I think, would be probably a little bit easier, right? Because do you print yours as well?
Yeah,
do
we
you have
still
hard
print,
copies too?
But we print on demand now, unless it's like we do issue release events where we have them there,
right?
And then outside of that, we print on demand. So if you don't come to the event or get them there, you can order it online,
right?
And our distributor will send it directly to you, so I don't have to touch them at all.
Oh, that's good. Do they even have magazines in stores anymore? Like they used to have them in grocery stores?
Yeah, they still do. I mean, but you're not going to see a variety like you used to because
where do they put them? Do they still?
Are
they still at the register? And
some are like at the.
I remember they used to have a whole aisle.
Oh,
of
okay,
magazines.
those, yeah. But I remember they used to have the whole.
Oh, no, I don't see those no more.
Because I know the other stuff.
Nah, you got
like
them right
home
at the
magazines
front.
and all
That's
that.
it. Yeah, ain't no section. I mean, they say print is dying. I don't think it's dying. I just think it's just like it's a smaller audience that still want to touch it.
I like to touch and feel it.
Yeah, a lot of people like to read it, like just to have it there.
If I'm in it, I like to see me in it. So
yeah, we already know that.
That's different. I can look at myself online all day. I like to look at a piece that I can show
that.
people. Look at that. That's me.
I did that.
Yeah. See, told you. I want to do some would you rather stuff. Y'all want to do some would you rather? We'll do a couple of them. You want to do that?
He can do them.
You said
we all got to do it.
We got it all day.
Nah, all right, go ahead.
They're not bad.
Would you rather, or would you rather, or would you rather?
I think I'm gonna do some would you rathers. I want to do a would you rather.
Would you rather is a little bit cleaner or something?
Yeah, they're a little bit cleaner. So we'll do some would you rathers. So, all right. Would you rather be on death row? How did I write this down? Would you rather be on death row for a crime you didn't commit, but the most important person in your life committed that crime? Or let the person that means the most to you sit in jail for a crime you committed?
What was the first one?
You sitting in jail for that person that you care the most about. Care the most about. care the most about.
Or they be in
or
jail.
they're in jail for something you did.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But you're in jail for something they did.
Well, the person I care about the most is my daughter, so I'll take that L for her.
What about you?
I already answered the question.
What'd you say?
Jail for nobody.
Shit, me neither. Everybody be in jail. I'll be like this.
Why would you let me sit in jail though?
Right. You got caught for something I did. You should have told. Because I know if I go to jail for something you did, I'm going to be telling. I'm telling.
Wait, that was the...
But no,
I'm in
that
jail
wasn't
for
an
something
option.
they did, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're going to be in jail for something they did. No, okay.
Yeah.
So let's see.
And I don't have any children, so I ain't going to jail for no
good.
kids.
I'm just like, man, I couldn't see my daughter sitting. Well, you know what? This sounds
She
kind of
learned
messed
her lesson.
This kind of sound messed up. For something I did?
Yeah, it should be in jail for something he did.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't live with myself.
Exactly.
Shit.
I mean, is she in like, what's it called, juvenile?
How old is she?
How old is she?
Is she gonna be able to wait this sentence out?
He said death row, didn't you?
Yeah, it's death row.
Oh, she got. Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
she gonna be out of there.
Oh yeah, I gotta sit that one for her. She ain't lived yet.
How old is she?
She's 17.
Oh yeah, she did enough.
She lived enough to go to jail.
You going to jail
to commit a crime.
Yeah, she did it. She did enough. All right, let's see. So, would you rather have penis-sized nipples or a nipple-sized penis?
I gotta have them big nipples, man.
I gotta have them big nipples, man. Man, I gotta have them. All right, one more. Would you rather shit a watermelon or piss a golf ball?
Lose.
Oh, I can pee.
Yeah.
I'd rather
pee a
pee a golf ball.
You mean for you, that's okay.
Is it? they don't pee out the same holes. That hole is still little.
Yeah,
That shit would still hurt.
Yeah, but they used to.
No,
Well, no, out the pee.
Have you ever
Different.
passed a kidney stone before?
No, old man, I haven't.
Well, I haven't either. Oh shit!
Because you act like you know what it feel like.
No, but I know what I don't know what it feels like. I know
No,
what
I
people
think
say
that-
that it feel like. So, shit a watermelon or
At that,
pee a golf ball.
well, how big is a watermelon? Is it a watermelon seed?
You know
Does
a
it start like
watermelon.
baby watermelon. Because if you do
A
that,
grown watermelon.
nah, that you'll die.
I'm down both ways.
Me too.
Yeah, sorry for
Could you
y'all.
imagine? Oh,
I'm down.
just the golf ball. Just thinking about the golf. I don't know. I'll probably try to
Well,
push
you
out
had the
that.
question.
Look at that face. Because that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. You thinking about it, aren't you? You like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Okay, that's.
I'm curling
Good
my
luck,
toes up in my
fellas.
shoes and shit. Because that's.
I would say the golf ball, but I know like that pain.
I think I'm going to have to try to push
Both.
out that watermelon, dog.
For real?
I'm going to have to. I can't.
man.
That golf
You can't.
ball.
You
Ooh.
can't push no watermelon now.
Just even
Maybe
thinking about
like
it is making me
a,
uncomfortable.
Maybe like a maybe like a pineapple.
That'll hurt.
I know
Yeah,
that.
I think-
Wait a minute. How you gonna change the fruit anyway?
Right. He
I'm
just
just saying
You
like.
gonna make
no.
like a pineapple.
Because if that's the case, I'd be like, can I just get a grape?
I know.
Just give me a grape or
pineapple is
Get a
still
little cherry.
right, exactly.
still a nice size.
It hurt though. It's prickly, dog.
It's still better than golf
And
ball.
then you got
Yeah, it's right. Because I mean, you've had
Wait.
prickly shits before, and then you're like,
imagine that watermelon then.
But I don't know. But the watermelon's smooth. At least it'll push out one push.
Smooth.
thing
It
ain't
ain't gonna
coming.
push out
That thing
though.
ain't coming out.
It's not coming out. You're gonna die. You're dying.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm yeah. Just kill me. Yeah, I'm
Like,
out. Fuck it.
I'd rather die. Is that on the list?
Dead facts.
Oh, I do have one more. This one's
Sure.
kind of like I don't know why I even came up with this
Well,
one.
they don't
but-
even say it.
No, I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. Would you rather sneeze and change genders each time you sneeze?
Sneeze it twice.
Right. Achoo. That shit was crazy. Whew. So you either sneeze and change genders, or you not be able to tell that a baby is a muffin, and you like muffins a lot.
I'll sneeze and change. I ain't
Hold on,
eating
so
no
I can eat
baby.
a baby?
Yeah, you be eating babies, just normal, just eating babies, because you thought it was a muffin, and you really like muffins.
What made you come up with that one? Though?
I don't know.
I'm gonna definitely change genders.
You gonna change genders?
Yeah. I'm
Sneeze
changing.
twice. I mean, I could make myself sneeze if I really had to. Just.
You could.
I mean, there's some
Yeah,
some
get you some pepper or
some seasoning.
But what if your other person, like when you
No, you can't
change
change
to
the rules, Miles.
Well,
You
no, I
always
know, I
have to
can't
change
change
the
the pineapples?
Yeah,
I know.
well, that's different. That's
I
different.
can't change the pineapple.
But what if whenever you sneeze and you turn to a lady, she only sneezes one time every time?
You can't change the rules.
you said
You said when you sneeze. You didn't say how many times or when.
Yeah. So if you sneeze 3 times, you just gonna be a woman.
No,
And
I
then
can
you
sneeze however
sneeze
many
3 more
times I
times.
want.
yeah, I'll keep some.
I'll be a man for a little
seasoning in
bit.
my pocket.
I get all
Some-
curious. I
you-
get all
I mean, you
curious
sneezing
and
all the
stuff. Get all curious, like
Well, you
If
gonna
I
just be
was a
sure
man-
why you gonna go to jail if you sitting up there just playing with it in public. You can't do that.
did I say I was in public? So it has to be in public now? Is that a new rule?
Yeah, that's
No,
as
no,
an
no,
addition.
no, no.
Every time you sneeze, you gotta be in front of people.
in public,
Yes, in public. Listen, you know what?
y'all gonna come get me. See, I'm changing genders like that. Like,
So-
who are you?
I don't know if I read this story or if I heard this story, but there was this family that would share bath water. Would you share bath
No.
water with your family?
No,
Like
that's
they
disgusting.
taking a bath.
Yeah, like they pour the
save
bath
money.
water and then they each take a bath.
I'm gonna have to be the first one because I'm sure
Yeah,
gonna be the
every
last.
time. That's nasty.
Yeah, no.
There was one where they were reusing toilet paper, which was cloths. She would wash them and then they'll reuse them.
So they've just used.
It was like boo boo saying.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It
Why do we
was.
call shit boo boo? And why is shit the only word that means shit?
Oh, no.
Shit only has one meaning.
No.
and that's poop.
Depends
No.
how you use it though. Like she said.
Well, no, I mean
how
I
you
know
use
it depends on how it's used, but if you look up the definition for the word shit, what is it gonna be? It's gonna say poop, because that's the only word that's the only thing that shit means.
No.
So, what would you do if you found out that you were a twin? Okay, y'all were separated at birth. Then all of a sudden you met your twin,
What up, twin?
and y'all started dating each other, but you didn't know that y'all were
I thought like a
twins.
twin brother.
No, I'm talking about a girl and you a girl and you and the girl. Y'all then meet each other, and y'all like, man, we got the same birthday, we got all this stuff in common. I'm from the same town, blah blah blah, and then y'all start dating, and you find out that y'all were siblings.
Did we sleep together?
Yes, y'all been together for like 7 years.
7 years.
Yes, sir.
I'm throwing
What
up.
would you do?
Take me down. Yeah.
That is it too. One of us got to go.
Yeah, which one?
What do you mean gotta go?
Are
Like you gonna kill him?
Yeah, you gonna kill him?
I'm not gonna. We got to go. Somebody got to go.
But y'all gonna get divorced.
separate.
I mean, if y'all were together, y'all gonna break up, right?
Yeah.
But what if y'all were married and had a kid?
Nah. We had a kid.
Yeah. Probably be slow.
I would know that when the kid came.
How would you know that the kid was?
Because you think because your kid's slow. You're like, you know what I
You
think?
like,
Kid little dude.
you must be my sister. No, but because
That should be traumatizing.
yeah,
You know how much therapy that's gonna take?
oh
Yeah,
man, but
that's a lot.
this actually happened. This was a story that I heard before. You know that these people
That's probably where Tubi got it from.
they ended up they were getting like life insurance or some shit like that, and
I
they
think I
needed
seen
to.
that. Or maybe you showed
I
that
think
to
I
me.
told you about it before, but they were getting life insurance together, so they had to do like a blood test, and come to find out they were siblings, and they had been married for like 10 years.
Yeah,
They've been doing it and stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy.
That's like, what is that movie?
But you know
Flowers
what,
in the
though?
Attic? Well, they
To
knew they were
us-
siblings though.
To us, I mean, it's disgusting. That's just no matter how you look, it's disgusting. But if you never saw like your sister in that light,
It's different. Yeah.
That's still nasty though.
no, it's still
It's still
nasty.
I don't care
But
how
I
you
It's
think-
still
put it.
nasty, but it's different. Like if I grew up with my sister, and
Well, yeah,
then
of course that would be
that's-
different.
that's sick.
I do have one other question. Do you believe in reincarnation, or do you think you've been here before?
Nah, I couldn't see myself doing this shit twice.
I believe that it's maybe like a handful of souls, all right, and they're just completely they just keep going. So whenever you die and they say that you see the light, I think that you are actually coming out of your mom. That's what that light is. That you're so whenever you die and that light that you're going to, you're actually being reborn into something else.
So you think we just keep doing this?
I just think we keep doing it. I bet you we'd been
I
here
believe so, too.
150,000 times.
Our soul.
Yeah, the
Yep.
souls. When they say
The same
old
soul.
souls, that's like
Yep.
true.
That's what I think. Even because like I flatlined a few years ago, and I came back, and I think that instead of me being reborn into somebody, back into this earth, I think that I was either aborted or I was a miscarriage, and that's why I was able to come back. And
Did you see the light?
I didn't see the light.
You see the light?
I never saw the light.
Never saw none.
I
People
saw
say that
I
they
saw
don't
other
know.
stuff, and I had a conversation with someone else who had passed away, or who had flatlined, and he had seen kind of the same stuff, and I'm like, so that shit is right. So when your life flashes in front of you, it doesn't. You get to see one thing that you really missed or you want to see again. You get to see that one thing, and I saw it. So I'm wondering what's going to happen the next go around. I think that my next
think
time I
there's
die, I'm
different-
going to be a quick death. Is what I
You
think.
don't know. I think
No, I
there's
don't
different
know.
levels. I had a patient who was in a coma for 3 months, and she was just like, everything was beautiful. She was around a lot of grass and trees, and everything was
color was
brighter. The
beautiful.
colors were beautiful, and that she could smell everything. And I feel like that's how we're supposed to be here. Like when a lot of people do like a cleanse, they can smell better, they can see better, and so I think it's a bit off my.
I can turn it up. You were okay on it.
I can see that.
But that's just what my point of view is on. So I do believe that there's just a handful of souls, and we just keep going.
Yeah.
And I mean, I
Because I
probably
don't
been
think
an
there'll
animal.
be enough room
I-
for like
some
a
everything.
reborn soul every minute. I don't think there's enough room for that.
And just the whole thought of heaven just doesn't make sense. What is it about?
Well, heaven is a mindset. It's not really a place. I don't think there's a place you go to rest eternally.
Right.
I don't believe
I
that.
think so.
Yeah.
I had somebody tell me that he thinks this is hell.
Yeah, if your mindset is like if people are living miserable, that's hell.
No, he was saying like
Oh,
with
how-
all the negative shit happening, where he believes this is hell. Everybody goes through this, and then after this is when then.
I can
know,
see
there's
that
a-
somewhat. Yeah.
But then
I
what,
see where
but,
he's going
but,
with it.
But I don't understand that, because what goes there? What goes there? Because I'm physically here. I'm not gonna physically go somewhere else after this. You know what I mean?
Or shit,
I
maybe
don't
we
think
don't,
that
maybe we
it's-
don't know.
I don't
Maybe
think
like,
that
No,
it's a
you
pl-
bury people. That body is still there. It ain't gone. You know. So,
the body.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Body decomposes all types of stuff.
Right. And so I don't know. I mean, I believe that your soul can, because
But you know what? Then I may be taking this all the way to the left too, but I believe every time we like there's something on TV that we see, there has to be some truth to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
So maybe there's a whole nother world living the same time as this is, and
do you think it's on the other side of the sun? Because I don't know what's on the other side of the sun, and I think it's another Earth and everything rotating on the same axis that we're rotating
I
on.
think so.
Could be a
It's
gate
just
like in
different
Stranger
realms.
Things. It could be a gate that
Right.
You
Just
know
go
what I'm
through
saying?
it.
And like
See, but
even
you know
like in the
what?
middle of the earth, I think there's something there too.
See,
And
my
then you gotta
thought
think about
about
underwater. I think there's different lives there.
my thoughts on dreams is kind of a similar situation, meaning that I think whenever you're dreaming about somebody, I think that you're actually with that person's soul. You know, you may not be like if I'm dreaming about Jerry, all right, or if I'm dreaming about Shamila, my soul is actually with them. But they may not be dreaming the same thing I'm dreaming, but I may be like in an audience somewhere and in
Your
her
soul-
dream, but in my dream, we're sitting there having dinner or something.
I believe your soul does travel.
And the same with like locations. Whenever you go, when you're dreaming and you're like, oh, I woke up and I was on the beach. Yeah, you feel refreshed because you actually were on that beach doing whatever you were doing in your dream.
How come you can't run in your
What's that?
dreams?
You can't. I don't know.
No, you can't run or
Can't
fight.
run. Yeah, you
Or
probably
fight.
got to go back.
Man.
What is that about?
Have you
I
ever
don't
hit
know.
the ground in a dream? When like if you fall?
Yeah, like
You've hit the ground before? 'Cause
No,
they
falling
say-
off a cliff, I'll wake up.
Yeah, because they say
Yeah.
if you hit the ground, you'll die. And for real, in real life, I've tried and I always wake up. Like, damn. I don't want to die. I just want to see if I really
Have you ever
would die.
astral project before? Like that's when you can make your soul travel, but you can actually see it.
Well, I meditate, right? And I have pulled myself out of my body and watched myself meditate, scared shit out of me. I remember one time I was laying in the bed and I started meditating and I pulled myself out of my body and I was sitting at the foot of my bed or standing at the foot of my bed looking at me. That shit scared shit out of me. Oh, it scared shit out
I
of me.
try to meditate. My
Try
mind
it
just
again.
keeps wandering. I'm like, man, how do you do
You
this
gotta
shit?
practice.
You got it, yeah. It's a really good book. It's called Meditation for Beginners.
Okay.
It's a thick ass book,
Yeah.
but it's a good book because you got to learn how to learn your breathing. So you've learned by counting your breaths first, and then after a while, you can just you can get it. You can do it.
Yeah, I need to. I be saying I'm meditating. I be sitting there like, man, what the hell do to me yesterday?
Right.
Yeah, you just
What I
gotta
gotta do
bring your
today?
mind back.
Shit.
You gotta bring your
And then
mind
you be I used to do that all the time too, man. Now I just find it. I do it laying in the bed. You just do it laying down in your bed. When you
I'll
wake up
fall
in the
asleep.
morning, give yourself 30 minutes. Give yourself 30 minutes to just kind of before you grab your phone. Trust me, we're business owners, so that's the first thing we want to do.
Yep, grab your
If
phone.
not, the phone is already right here, and you just be like,
Look,
You shouldn't even sleep by your phone.
you be like, yeah.
I heard that. That shit right on my head too. Probably.
Me too.
You're not supposed to see
And
by
I
the
can't
sockets or your
see.
phone.
I can't see without my glasses, so I'm like this in the morning, scrolling through my phone. I'm for real, but you got to take that time and just you'll get it down. Find a good spot, even if it's going outside in the morning and getting some fresh air and doing it. That's also good too.
Balcony, I could do that.
Yeah. Just in the morning before any noise is going on outside, just go out there and just breathe. Even if you don't meditate, just sit there and just breathe and soak in the air.
I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. And yeah, so I know you before we got started, you were saying that you got something coming up. What you got coming up, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your
May 17th.
Yes, sir.
Tashara Parker. I'm pretty sure y'all might heard of her.
Mhm,
Was on TV. So we're doing a media mayhem workshop at our studio. So essentially going over media, PR, storytelling, sponsorships, and how to pitch your story to get press. You know what I'm saying? So press is always good if you're releasing a new product, a new service or something. So it should be letting her expertise as well as, I'll be sharing some gems that I've picked up along the time. And we'll be doing a Media Mayhem workshop May 17th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at CoSign Studios. If you follow CoSign, it's all in the bio.
All right.
How
How can they follow you?
Yeah, at CoSign Mag or at cosign.studios. So those are the two things to follow. You don't really got to follow me personally. Just follow the brands. And you'll find me eventually.
And you're doing some stuff with your studio too, right? You're like leasing it out, or are you renting the
yeah.
space
Yeah,
out?
so the studio we rent out for events. when I mean events, I mean birthday parties, baby showers, bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, receptions, engagements. I don't care what you want to do, anything.
It's a beautiful
Cause you also
space.
do like photos and stuff there, right?
Yeah, we do
Like
photo
that.
shoots, video shoots, podcasting. So it's a multi-use space.
Right.
So yeah, whatever you could think of creatively, I'm pretty sure we can make it happen in our space.
Yeah, I mean it's a beautiful space. I saw when you first opened the doors and started building it out. I was like, I'm gonna see what he gonna do with it. And I saw the other day that you put a stage and everything up
we got
there.
stage
Yeah,
in there. So yes, go check us out. If you need something,
do some spoken word, all sorts of stuff. You know
that'd
what?
be a vibe.
As a matter of fact, yeah. Well, we'll
Yeah.
chat with you about some
That'd
stuff
be a
too.
vibe. Yeah, come chop it up with us.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all I got. I really appreciate you coming, Shmuley. You have anything?
I appreciate
Do you have anything else?
I'm done. You stole all my questions.
Did I? I stole all your questions on my piece of paper. All right, all right. No, but seriously though, man. I mean, we really do appreciate you coming and
Appreciate
sitting
you
in
having
with
me.
us, and you know, welcome to our home. And you know, you are always welcome to come
Yeah,
whenever you
appreciate
want.
the invite. It's cool. I like it.
Rough Flow Entertainment Plus TV, our studios here, all that jazz. So,
Hey, well, congratulations and
thank you, man.
wish y'all the best.
Same to you. All right, well, that's all we got.
That's all we got.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for kicking it with us here on the 5th of Something. We'll
you,
see y'all.
Bessie.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
A Fifth of Something does not own the rights to any of the music in this video. We do own our shit though.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes. Who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club, sipping my weight is where you find me.